Ah, yes, the nostalgia from the Xbox 360. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be going through all the different special edition Xbox 360 models, starting with the more standard ones from the initial release until the last models were put out, including some of the rarest limited edition models. But we're going to begin with the original Xbox 360, released in November of 2005. You can see just the standard white model, the plain model, released for $400. And then you also had the Xbox 360 Core, which was also launched in 2005. It was intended to be the affordable entry-level option. It only cost $300. This console was only capable of SD TV resolution, and the one detail that would help determine the difference between the Core and the original Xbox was the disc tray coloring, which is white on the Core and silver on the original Xbox. Fast forward to 2007, we had the Xbox 360 Elite, which was black and had a massive 120 gigabyte hard drive. The console came with a black wireless controller, a black 360 headset, an Ethernet cable, a component cable, and an HDMI cable. The Elite launched with a price tag of $480. That same year in 2007, we also had the Xbox 360 Arcade. The core model of the 360 was replaced with a new arcade model. The boxes were now branded with the phrase "Go Play," and the 360 Arcade was still Microsoft's entry-level option, but now came bundled with a wireless controller. Like the core model, the Arcade supported hard drives that could be purchased separately, and it launched for less than the Elite at around $280. Moving to the Xbox 360S in 2010, this was the model that I had, and it did get the red ring of death, I want to say 2015 or 2016. So this was a great console. Got some great use out of this, the 360. Guys, I think we all know the 360 was better than the PS3. I'll give the PS4 credit. It is better than the Xbox One, but the 360, especially the 360S or the 360 Slim, released in July of 2010, the Slim model would feature a newly designed motherboard, and the console was about 17% smaller than previous iterations of the 360. Many changes were made to the external ports, both for size and accessibility, and removed obsolete connections. The Slim also had a built-in port for Kinect. The S was also the first Xbox series to feature power-on eject sounds. The Xbox 360X had an initial price tag of $400, and then fast forward 3 years to 2013, you had the smaller power-on button, the Xbox 360E. This one, I just think it looks ugly. I understand it's technically the best Xbox 360. That was kind of like the original release. But I just don't like the small power on button. That's the thing that really annoys me with it. The internal hardware was nearly identical to that of the Xbox 360S, and the major change would be the exterior design, which was intended to match the upcoming Xbox One. The console came bundled with a wireless controller and a cable, and had an original launch price of $300. So you can see the evolution of the Xbox. Those are all the original models, but this is where it gets a little bit more fun, talking about the limited editions. And the first one I want to talk about is the blue. So this was a limited edition for the 2013 release of the 360E, called the Blue Edition, and you can see it's just straight up blue. There also is the startup screen that is blue. They did not put that in the console. I believe in a few countries they might have, but in the United States they didn't. So you know, when you start up the Xbox 360, probably the best startup screen any console's ever had, it would be blue rather than the light lime green. but they did not go with that. So that was the blue edition. And then taking a look at some of the even more rare models, we had a Resident Evil 5 limited edition Xbox, which was just a branch off of the original 2009 Xbox, just in red. Kind of just looks like a Code Red edition. And of course, all of these limited editions are going to come with the game as well, bundled together. That's the whole idea of it. The other cool factor, obviously, the console changing the color. That's what makes it limited edition. The Simpsons movie limited edition, which was released in 2007. It was just an original console, but you did have, the Simpsons movie. This was, looking at articles, the most rare limited edition Xbox 360 model that I have seen. The Simpsons movie. This is Gears of War 3 limited edition. This was with the 2011 Slim. So this is the Xbox 360S type model, Gears of War. Pretty cool. And you can see how the controller matches as well. Call of Duty MW3 limited edition, also released in 2011. That one is sweet. These limited edition models, they're very expensive nowadays, especially brand new. They're really expensive. The Star Wars limited edition Xbox 360S. Look at the power on. It's blue. The power on is blue. That is, yeah. And then also it's a gold controller. Yeah, that is awesome. Halo Reach limited edition, released in 2010. That was also a branch off of the Xbox 360S. Taking a look at that. The Halo 4 limited edition, released in 2012. That also has a blue power on. You can see there, released in 2012. Also a branch off of the Xbox 360S. So the Xbox 360S was definitely the main model when it comes to Xbox 360s. The Xbox Live 10th Anniversary Limited Edition, released in 2012. That one a little bit more bland, but it does have interesting coloring at the top and the bottom. The bottom, you can see the border is orange. The top is a lime green. And then, I mean, it's kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. And then the Halo 3 Limited Edition, this was released back as a branch off of the original Xbox in 2007. The Watchmen limited editions, released in 2009, one of the more rare variants of the bunch. So those are just some cool limited edition Xbox 360s. I did happen to find the Star Wars available if anyone is interested. It's $1,300 on Amazon. They've got it available, but don't worry. You're also going to get Connect. It's Connect Star Wars bundle, and it comes with a R2-D2 themed Xbox 360 console with custom sounds. Features C3PO as an unlockable character for the dance mode in Connect Star Wars games. Isn't that just amazing? $1,300 for that. I mean, it's brand new, man. I'm guessing there's definitely Star Wars collectors that probably have collected that, because it is a sweet looking design with the gold controller. Yes. Also, you have the rare Brit edition, which was a British skin that you could put over your Xbox 360S, also over the controller and the Kinect, which was released. I believe this model came in white with the skins that you could put over. Kind of dampens it a little bit for me, rather than actually just releasing it with it already printed on there. But that is just some history of the Xbox 360, all of the special editions, all of the normal releases. Basically, it just went from your standard Xbox 360 in 2005 to the Xbox 360 Elite in 2007, 2010. The main model, the Xbox 360S, was released. And then the 2013 model, the Xbox 360E, which was also had that blue special edition as well, which was just the same console but blue. So guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description.